Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 were announced to release in about a month from now. To prepare for this, I decided to download Deltarune on my new laptop because my old one just died one day.
What the f happened here?
Only to find out that all my progress was gone. No matter though, because this gives me an opportunity to create 100% maxed out save files of both Pacifist and Snowgrave routes, and a secret third one that I'll get into near the end of this video. So walk with me as we 100% these 3 save files. In Chapter 1, the earliest thing that matters, apart from guest flushing dialogue, which probably isn't important, is this glowing crystal by going down instead of right once you enter the Dark World.
Nope, that's not it.
This one-of-a-kind item can be sold at any shop, but its value increases for each chapter you keep it. There's a bunch of one-of-a-kind items like this around the map, mainly weapons and armor that can be eventually fused into a better item in Chapter 2. The items don't really change anything story-wise, so the only reason you want them is because you're bad. But if you want to collect them, then go ahead. In this video, I'll only be going over locations for each of them, but if you want me to do a dedicated item slash build slash item location video, going through all the items and which characters they're best on, and what character builds are best for each character, in each route, in each chapter, let me know in the comments below. If we get 7 comments asking for it, then I will do this video. I actually genuinely do want to do this video because after playing through this game like 5 or 6 times, the amount of builds you can make in this game are kind of funny to me.
Run, Chris! Oh, she does care.
When you're fighting Lancer, be sure to warn him about Susie if you're doing the pacifist route, as accidentally defeating him through fighting will ruin your run. I found that one out the hard way.
Alright boys, next very important decision. Do we keep the manual or not? It's important, because if we toss the manual, then we get a rubbish bin in our room. But if we don't, no rubbish bin. Alright, bit's over. Turn the mic off.
The next item you should look out for is this cake. While you won't be able to use it now, taking it to the Fuse guy later on in the chapter will have him repair it into an extremely OP healing item. But you know what's more OP than one OP healing item? Infinite OP healing items. One at a time. Taking the repaired cake back to this guy will give you a lifetime supply of a ever so slightly less powerful version of the cake, but it does get more powerful each chapter, so I would probably take the new cake. The next item is very important if you're bad at the game, because it's one half of possibly the most powerful item you'll be starting off Chapter 3 with. So if you need some extra help beating the bosses, or you just want to collect all the items, come to the left here and get the white ribbon. Again, if you want a dedicated video on the character builds, let me know in the comments.
Okay, just for the chip guy, and the last time I thought I got the good ending, but it was actually the bad ending. Last time I didn't end up like warning the chip guy, and I think Susie scared him off. This time we did though, so I think that's probably why. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking though. What did I sell? Did I just sell?
Next is this puzzle that you might think you're unable to solve. However, if you're as unhealthily obsessed with this game as I am, and you've played it way too many times, then you have it memorized. Getting to the broken key C, 1/3 of the items needed to unlock the Jevil fight much earlier than you're supposed to. It doesn't change anything, but you won't have to come back to it later.
We are officially the fuck boys.
The rematch against the chip guy is the only fights you don't have to warn people about Susie, and also the last one, so after this, warning is no longer a problem. The next item is down in this little circle here. While it may seem that there isn't any path downwards, just start walking and you'll find the next broken key. Be sure to explore all the paths up until this point to get the dice brace and the raga items. I'm not going to go over all the items as much anymore because it seems I just stopped recording footage for them halfway through. So again, if you want a dedicated item video,
okay, so there's actually a lot to say about this part here. So first off, Star Walker moments. We go past this guy, we can do this. They'll run past us like that. We go here and then back. And there he is, he's back. So we gotta go all the way to the end again, ring the bell, and then we go all the way back. And look who's here! The original Star Walker. These birds are pissing me off. I'm the original Star Walker. So we'll just get to the next Easter egg, which is right over here. Whoops, I mean here. Whoops, I mean here. I mean here. I mean here. I mean. Oh, I got the wrong. I read the wrong one. Does it usually take this long to find the egg? How? Well, there is a man here. He offers you something. Yes, you received an egg. There is not a man here.
Next important thing is going to the elevator, to the room, talking to Jevil, which lets you get back to the field, talks to the Catman, which lets you get the last key, then you can take it to the Repairman, and he'll tell you, don't use it! But here it is. So now you can take this fully formed key back to the room, and voila! You can fight Jevil.
Bro, I was yapping that entire time. I had a 7-minute thing about, oh yeah, Fraud Watch. I didn't beat Jevil first time on the Switch because Switch is harder than keyboard. But I did it first time now. But turns out my fucking thing was muted. Probably for the best. We don't need a 7-minute fight thing.
Attacking him gives you an item for attacking. Sparing him gives you an item for sparing. And attack. Just do whatever route you're doing. The item doesn't matter that much. Same with the king fight. Even on Pacifist, attacking him doesn't affect the outcome, but I would spare him if you're doing a Pacifist route. Just in case you get to chapter 5 and you don't get the full Pacifist route, then it'll be because we didn't spare king. You'll know you got the Pacifist ending if all the monsters come out like and Rouse reveals himself in this spot specifically.
Okay, now that you're back on the surface, there are a few important things you need to do to prepare for the future chapters. Onion Sun has a progressing story about a song of sorts if you keep talking to him once each chapter. Mettaton, you have to talk to them in this chapter or else he won't show up in the next one. Rudy apparently has something. I'm sure talking to Asgore couldn't hurt, and you also do have to put the egg into his basket. Sans, you want to talk to Sans just to be safe. You just talk to everyone. Just why not just talk to everyone, bro, just to be safe. Do the ones I said for sure, and then to be safe, just go around and talk to everyone, I guess. Like Undyne.
And good job, you've done it. Chapter 1 finished. Now on to the hard part. Harder part. The other one was pretty hard, I guess, but this one is a bit harder. Only one way to find out how hard.
Okay, I did this before, but I didn't talk to Noelle in chapter 1. I didn't talk to her at all, but in this one I did. But I didn't even talk to her about the chalk. So I guess talk to Noelle if you want all this stuff. If you don't talk to Noelle, I guess you're not getting the chalk.
While going around the cyber world, if you're doing a pacifist route, spare every enemy you fight to recruit them to your town. The ending stays the same no matter what you do, but in the final fights, all the people you've recruited team up to help you against the final boss. And again, chapter 5, possible pacifist/genocide shenanigans. Imagine we do all this, but we just like miss something that ends up fucking up our entire route in chapter 7, and we have to do it all over again. That shit would suck. First important-ish thing is coming to this area and completing the apple puzzle. Surely you don't need me to tell you what to do here. By completing this, you get to talk to Nubit, Queen's favorite apparently. Also, you could go backwards to spare the random enemies that spawn for the Snowgrave route, but I'm pretty sure that if you want a true pacifist route, then going backwards to get unique Snowgrave route dialogue may ruin it. But at the same time, having possible enemies that you haven't spared may also move. Actually, no, it doesn't, because you only need a certain amount of recruits. Never mind, I'm just yapping. Once you found Noelle, you can continue on to this route to get a dog coin by getting bum rushed by Toby Fox. Upon respawning and going left and right in this area, you will eventually encounter in the Birdly fight. No matter how much you may want to, don't fight him or his little friends. Spare them and go on to not crash into any cars by holding left and right on the keyboard. It's supposed to give you a special NPC in your town, but I forgot to check, and to be honest, I don't even know if I did it right because of this.
Everybody's favorite #1 rated salesman, 1997, Spampton G. Spampton.
For this fight, you're gonna wanna and then take the deal, and then wait until you unlock fast travel to speak to the little gremlin again. Now travel back to the trash place and buy the keygen of Spampton for as cheap as you can. Anything below 100 was good for me. And head back to the castle to unlock the Spampton boss. You could get all 3 ticks to unlock this guy, who will show you where the special room is, or you can just press this button, which I did on my 3rd playthrough because I'm a little bit obsessed with this game right now. I would get all 3 ticks anyway, just in case, so you can recruit this guy as well. Anyway, go to the basement and take this thingy from this familiar thingy.
Did you guys see that? I've never seen that before. I didn't know that was a thing.
Take the thingy back to Spampton so he can download himself into the thingy, and take him and the thingy all the way back, and voila! Spampton Neophyte. Beating him with violence gives you a good weapon to commit more violence. Beating him with mercy also gives you a good weapon to commit violence with, or you can heal yourself with it, or to make more money. The only reason you want to beat this guy with fighting is because of the run you're doing, so most of the time you're just gonna want to spare him. Anyway, after this, the last recruit should be this guy. Then you can get into the Queen fight. For the pacifist run, you can probably fight the shield, but I was too afraid of ruining the run. If you did everything right, right for the pacifist route. Everyone should show up here when Birdley comes to save you. That's all for the Dark World. You can go back to Castletown to see all the people you've recruited, do the challenge thing, get your fused items, and get your kick from this guy. But the last real important parts are in the Light World. Talking to Noel in the last chapter gave you the chalk box in chapter 2, so I would talk to Noel again just to be safe. Go to Sans' shop, place the egg in his store, and also talk to him about his brother, just in case you want to progress the Papyrus storyline. To be honest, I don't even know if that's going anywhere. I think Toby Fox is just trolling us. Talk to Undyne and Alphys to progress Toxic Yowie, and go to this house to help Mettaton. Additionally, you could talk to the son of Gerson. He probably has some importance for the church thing in chapter 4, but I honestly don't care about this guy right now. Probably chapter 4 is going to be important, right? Because that's when church is on. Chapter 3 is in the house. Chapter 4, we come out of the house and go to church, probably. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Go down to the bunker to scare off these dweebs. Then you can go to the lake to continue Onion-san's story. And finally, chill here with Susie for vibes and vibes only. Then you're pretty much done, unless you want to talk to all the townspeople, just to be sure. And then you're onto the fun part. For me, I didn't know if the bad ending in chapter 1 would matter for the later chapters, so I decided to make another run just to be sure. Also, so I could see what being an asshole would bring. If you fought everyone except for this guy, then you'll probably have set yourself up for the bad ending later on down the track, but I just fought everyone that was in front of me rather than going back and fighting, making sure I killed absolutely everyone. So hopefully that does the same. It does in this chapter as Lancer comes back, warning you that everyone is out to get you and that you should run, giving you the chapter 1 bad ending, less good ending. Less true ending? I don't know. Anyway, back onto chapter 2. To be safe, I fought everything I saw, and apparently they despawn, but I never went back to check. Once you meet Noel, go back all the way to the place where Spamton would give you the key gen, freezing all the enemies on your way. Make sure you talk to the dog with Noel, and she'll give you special dialogue, marking the start of the Snowgrave route. Throughout the Snowgrave route, if you ever want to make sure that you're on the right track, go into your inventory, and if Lancer is sleeping, then that means you are on the Snowgrave route. Whenever you get into a conversation with Noel, click the proceed option. Honestly, the slogan for the Snowgrave route, except for this one where your options are it's horrible and it's natural, but it doesn't matter which one you pick, so just do whatever one you think is scarier. Then once you get to the Ferris wheel, tell Noel that you will ride with her twice, and then yoink the freeze ring of this guy by telling her to proceed. Now this is where the secret third route comes in. In a possible non-Snowgrave genocide route, if you're bought right before fighting Birdley, you will be able to keep special Snowgrave exclusive items like this ring and the Thorn ring later on, as long as you remember to take them off Noel before she leaves. The only reason for that being this fusion item, which, if my theory is correct, may allow you to start your own genocide routes without Noel. Continue freezing literally everyone you meet and go down to the place where Toby Fox usually beats the shit out of you. There you'll meet an awfully inconspicuous 1997 salesman who will tell you how many monsters are left for you to freeze before handing you the Thorn ring. Now this is the ring I was talking about. This is where the routes diverge. You can either keep going on the Snowgrave routes with the Thorn ring by Snowgraving Birdley, or you can take the Thorn ring and Ice ring off her now and continue to a non-Snowgrave genocide route. First the keygen, now this. How does Spamton even get these items? We'll keep going on the Snowgrave route, equipping the Thorn ring. Noel gives you access to the Snowgrave route, which you can finally use to put down this annoying ass bird. Damn, why is the route where I like this guy the best? The route where he dies. Like, look at him standing up for his friend. Discover the consequences of your actions, beat Spamton Neo on your first try, and do all the things I told you to do before. And there you have it. 2 fully complete save files. 3 if you want the Thorn ring and a non-Snowgrave genocide route. For that, just continue on with your genocidal ways. Just fight everything you see, including Spamton Neo. He'll just show up and forget the genocide route ever happened. And for the genocide route, just attack and end up breaking Birdley's arm. If there turns out to be a secret genocide ending in chapter 7 for killing every single enemy in chapter 1 and 2, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and get me to 7 requests for the item video in the comments, because I really want to do it, but I just need to know there's enough demand for it. And I'll see you next time.
Are we good? What's going on?